Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about monetizing your fan base with Patreon and what's working for me right now, which is really dope. All right, let's get into this. I spent the last 14 years playing over 1,000 shows, touring 22 different countries, and become a top 40 Billboard charting artist. I fired my record label to go out on my own as an independent artist to market and release my own music, selling thousands of albums and millions of streams. The question I always get is, how did I do it without a label and sell even more music? This podcast is here to show you the way. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my music business in a loyal fan base. So hey guys, I'm really excited about this podcast because I'm releasing a new song literally in about 5 days. I'm recording this on Sunday and it comes out in about 5 days, which actually means I need to promote this song a little bit more. But I'm already promoting it, and what's really rad is Patreon. And I don't have a massive Patreon page, okay? I got about $270, $300 per song, per video, whatever it is I release. And I tend to release maybe 1 or 2 a month. And depending on my Patreon subscribers, whatever settings they have set, some people are giving me $1 every time, maybe 3, maybe 5. Some people are giving me 50. But what's really interesting, and if you don't know what Patreon is, it's just basically kind of like a subscription-based thing, kind of like crowdfunding, but it's ongoing. So they support you every single time you release something, right? So it's kind of like an ongoing thing. They give you their credit card, and they allow you to charge it every time you release new content. And for me, it's normally new songs. But they can put a max on how often they want to get charged per month so they don't, get overcharged. And so before the song is even released, I have put it up on Patreon and give it to my Patreon fighters early. And so already the song has made a couple $100, all right? And then I peppered it out to my email list and my ManyChat subscriber list saying, hey guys, this song is coming out in about a week, but you can get it now if you want to get it on my website or get it on my Patreon page. And so what happened? Well, got a bunch of people going to the Patreon page, got some people going to the Shopify page and buying the song and downloading it there. And what's really neat as well is people are also getting the new shirts that we designed, because we took the single cover artwork and we put it on some shirts, and we've already sold a bunch of those. So I'm pretty sure we're at least at $300-400 worth of sales already, and that's before the song is even out. So we're already starting to recoup, and so that is an amazing thing. But what's really, really interesting as far as Patreon is concerned, and I don't even push it that hard, and I should push it a lot more, but there's some people in there that have spent with me $1,500. Some people $400, some people $600. I'll have to look at the numbers because they're not in front of me. But when I scanned this quickly, I realized, oh my gosh, once you get a Patreon subscriber, they stay with you for a long time. And I think I've had that Patreon page at least for a couple of years. And is it making me huge money every single month or anything like that? No, but is it helping to pay for stuff? Yeah, you better believe it. What's 200 and something or $300 divided by 0.007 cents on Spotify, okay, or whatever Apple Music, everything else pays. So, by giving your fans the opportunity even to support you is huge. All right, and these are your diehards, and they get to get it earlier, and I get to share other, behind the scenes stuff. And what I love is just sharing the samples and the different things even before it comes out, and they love it. And they get to support me because they believe in what I'm doing. And it's just a really cool, awesome relationship. And so I encourage you, if you've not considered doing a Patreon page or even a subscription page, what I would love to really do is bring it over to my own site so that it doesn't even have to go through Patreon. So it can be just manifest.com/fighters or something like that. And I actually have the credit card information and I can control the whole thing as opposed to, Patreon having it all. But again, I hope you're seeing the different monetization strategies here. I'm going to go over them right now for when you release a new song. So first you have your Patreon page, okay, and you make your money there on Patreon, which is awesome. And if you build that up, you could be getting a few $100s even before you release the song, which is absolutely amazing. You can release it on Shopify, on your online store, separate from iTunes, Spotify, and all that stuff, and do a little pre-release like I did. And again, make a bunch of money. I got to see how much we've made total there. I think we've got about maybe 30 or 40 people downloaded the song, maybe 20. I don't know. I don't have the numbers in front of me. But again, another 20, 30 bucks before the song even comes out. And then on top of that, third is merchandise. So I'm taking the single cover artwork and I'm putting it on shirts, putting it on hoodies, and giving people the opportunity to buy it there. So that's 3 ways. And then, of course, the fourth thing is it's going to go up on iTunes and Spotify, and I've submitted to the editorial playlists and all that stuff that I teach you in my book, Spotify Profits. But I've submitted to the editorial list, so I'm really hoping we get on some big playlists. The release radar is going to get smashed. I'm going to post it on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, go live. I'm going to post it to SoundCloud, so I'll get paid there, and I'll just make sure I try and, create as much ruckus as I can for this song and recoup my costs back, because, each song I release costs me way over $1,000. So, I've got to make sure that I'm recouping that the best way I can. But to be honest, I'm looking at the long term of this, right? Like, I'm not looking short term. I'm thinking long term. Like, that song will continue to get hundreds of thousands of streams. I also wrote it for TV and film, so I'm hoping we get a couple placements there, and reaching out to all my people in those categories, whether it's uploading it to musicsupervisor.com, songtrader.com, and just making sure that I'm, being everywhere with this song. Like, geez, I spent hours and hours and hours writing it, hours and hours recording it. You better believe I better spend 10, 20 times whatever I did making it, now marketing it, right? Like, I want people to hear this song. If I spent that much energy and time, you better believe that I believe in it. Now, if you want more help or direct, support and just one-on-one with me, looking at your strategy, because, I'm hoping that this does give you ideas and strategies for your songs and your EPs and all that stuff. And I always say, like, hey, release songs leading up to your EP, release multiple songs releasing up to your album, because I'm releasing teasers and promoting this, song. A lot of fans are saying, oh, does this mean a new album? And I'm like, no, it's not. I'm just going to release singles right now. I'm not releasing a new album, but I do want to release singles and keep my fans engaged until I do release a new album. And that's how you do it, by releasing singles, because you want to create as much ruckus. And the reason why you want to release multiple songs before the album is because you're still in promotion mode. I find what happens to us once we've released the album, we kind of feel like we can now pause and we take our foot off the pedal and we're just like, okay, it's done. All right, it's out. As opposed to no, you got to keep talking about it, and keep talking about it. You got to keep the conversation, the momentum going. And that's what's so great about releasing new songs constantly, is you keep opening the conversation and being on your fans' front and top of mind. Now, if you want more help with this, go to fanbaseuniversity.com so I can help coach you one-on-one. All right, I want to help you with this stuff. I spend way over an hour helping you, answering your questions. We send you a really dope 2 books in the mail and a ring just to kind of encourage you and just to keep fighting for this dream, because it is a fight, my friend. We're not only fighting this coronavirus right now, we're fighting for our dreams and getting our music out there. And I want you to be a fighter that does not give up on your dream. All right? Hey, I'll see you in the next podcast. So if you're a struggling artist and you're just trying to figure out this music industry, you want to go full-time with your music, you want to get noticed on social media, or learn how to launch an album, an EP, or just get your music more marketed out there, I want to encourage you to check out my coaching program called Fanbase University. Every single month, I jump on the phone 2 times with my students and I coach them and I teach them how to market their music, how to get noticed, how to handle booking agents, record labels, and just get their music out there. Also, you get access to exclusive training, you get interviews with music industry professionals. If you want to find out more and not do this on your own, not struggle, because I've wasted thousands of dollars on my career and now I want to coach other artists, check out my program, fanbaseuniversity.com, or click the link below to find out more info.